Alright, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy named Matthews, and I'm back again with another video. This time I'm going to show you guys how I do a little bit of my graphics. I got this image here from a screenshot on Instagram, and I did ask permission to use this picture. This is my friend's daughter. I wanted to illustrate her daughter in this pose here with this dress and everything like this. It's a nice little model-like pose. She was seemed to be looking off screen there. I like the smile that she had here, so I wanted to take this face and put it on here before I illustrated to see what I was gonna do with it. So that's exactly what I did in this next image. As you can see, I forget what the tool is called, whatever. I'm not even gonna try to say it and mess it up, but I used the whatever tool in Photoshop to take that face off, and I put it on here, and you can see that in the next picture larger. And it's definitely not supposed to look like it's an actual image. I know it's not blended in. It's two different skin tones there, two different lighting and shading and everything like that. But I wanted to see what I was going to be working with, because I did want to use that smile and that face on this body. So first thing I did when I started doing graphics is I just do a rough draft and I outline everything. As you can see here, I just sketched a little bit of the hair in, rounded that off here, a little bit of the baby hairs, just got the shapes. I know the color of the dress is off. You know, I just clicked on the first color in the bucket and just bam, place it there after I drew it up. So yeah, hardest thing to do on this project was the hair, as you can see in these next few slides. I had a few brush strokes over here and it was looking good, right? But it was see-through and it was really white in the background. So I actually started pressing harder on the sensitive pad, and it actually just started covering up the entire head, and that's not the look I was going for. So as you can see in this next image, I kept trying. This one looks like it's watercolors here. Definitely not a good look in this image. So I kept on trying. Here we go. You can see all my sketches, my little rough drafts and mess ups over here. I was using a pressure sensitive tool. As you can see, some of the ends are tapered, some of the lines are a little thicker on this side, some of them are more see-through or whatever. What is it called? Forget the word, my bad. I'm half asleep right now. It's in the middle of the night. But anyways, I started using this, messing around with the paint and the water brushes, and I did like the way it turned out, all except the edges over here. As you can see, you can actually see the marks, the water edges, and the tips of the hair didn't really come out very well. You can really see it on this side. Those strokes are supposed to be tapered, but with the watercolors, it really messed it up a lot. But this is kind of the look I was going for, so I kept trying. Here, this hair right here looks nice and well, not nice, but it's pretty chalky. Still tried the whole thing. It's decent, but I was still working on it. Next, went with this one, and we're gonna get off this hair in a minute. Please bear with me. Just showing you guys all the different steps I do. It doesn't come out perfect the first time. I put a lot of hours in trying to get it the best I can get it. But anyways, I just didn't want that white in the background, so I filled it in with some black. Still didn't like this. It wasn't very natural at all. The black does not match the color of the head. It didn't really blend in like the original image. But I did like these strokes I put over here. The strokes with that darker brown on top of that black, the strokes came out decent on that side. On this side, not so much. You can see there's pretty loose strings here, and I kind of just stopped it right around here. It wasn't what I was looking for. Bam, this one looks pretty much like spot on. I like it. Boom, it's decent. You can see those strings hanging out, the little pieces of hair. It's blending in, two different colors, and bam, that's decent. So now that I got what I was gonna do with the hair, I was gonna do a little bit better, but yeah, as you can see, I took the color from the face, and that's what is filling in what was once white. It's the same color as the face and the head and the body is filling in behind this hair. So that's a nice look. And I also added some of that color into the hair. So now that I got what I was looking for, let's zoom out and show you the next image. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. I just took off those baby hairs. As you can see right here, I filled it in too dark, and I wanted those to actually be seen as the baby hairs. So in the next image, I ended up just taking that off. That's the only thing different here in this image. Alright, next. Now that I know what I'm going to be working with, bam. Let's start with the basics. The color of the original dress and the original photo was black. So I just took that base of that photo there. And also one other thing I forgot to show you guys. Let's go down here. zoom into this foot here. It was just a rough shape of the foot. As you can see, this dress is covering the hand, the finger. There's no details in this at all. It's just a rough sketch. This next image, I started fixing that up a little bit. Show you guys that right now. Bam, I put the lines in the feet, added the toenails. I brought that hand forward, added those lines, and you can differentiate from the hand and the foot, even though they're same color. There's a black stroke going through. Same with the head and the body here, as you can see. So I was just working on little details before I started doing the larger things. Next image is the dress. I like the designs on the dress, and this is one of the main reasons I wanted to draw this image, because before I was never able to put as much detail as I'm able to now, and I'm still working on it, so bear with me. But before, all I had was just the mouse and the keyboard, so it was very hard to draw this stuff with only that. Now I actually have a touchpad so where I can get into these grooves, and pretty much it's going to be like, you know, an actual hand drawing. So this is not cropped out of Photoshop. I actually drew, you know, sketched this up, as you can see with these rough lines here. Some of these lines are not filled in correctly. You know, loose paint, and it was just a little sample. I liked it though, so I wanted to stick with this. Before, what I would do when I wasn't able to get the actual image of the shirt, I would just get an image from like online, and I'd draw it into the shape of the shirt, you know, erase the sides and make it look like a shirt or something like that. And now I'm actually able to draw details the way they're meant to be seen, or the way they were in the original photo. So what I ended up doing is getting that image, bam, putting it on the shirt. Now we're starting to look like the original image. Please forgive the artwork, but bam, there was a rough sketch. Like I said, you can see missing pieces here in the flower on the left, but we fixed that in the end result. Had a little missing. There was more stuff right here in this area, the right hand corner of the dress, but it's blank on this one. It's just a rough sketch. I was just doing little screenshots here and there. All right, what we got next? Bam, image is almost done. I fixed it up, added more designs over here as I just showed you in the previous photo. Added the facial features to zoom in again. Hopefully this doesn't mess up. I know it's going to be, the screen resolution is going to kind of get messed up, but anyways, I did all these facial features by hand. I just sketched them up, just whoop, with a couple brush strokes. Did that with the ear, the mouth, tongue, the shading on the inside of the mouth and everything. So these edges are pretty rough on this image, but on the next one I actually vectorized it. Let me show you guys the original first. I don't know if you guys can see that, so let's zoom in. Bear with me. It might look a little sloppy once you zoom in past the original photo size, but those lines are definitely sharpened up. Vectorized them, did a little bit of line art, you know, using like the pen tool and stuff like that, pretty much similar to what I was doing. To sharpen up those lines, so it was no longer a hand drawing. It was edited with the lines to make them sharp, and I could edit them, taper them off the way I want them to, even if that's not the way I originally drew them. But anyways, I fixed the mouth, fixed the shading, fixed the ear, so all the lines are a lot more crisp. Next image, what we got here is the hair. As you can see in the last one, that's all we had left. Had the eyebrows and everything, so I put the hair on there, draw the hard work. Still not very satisfied with it, but as many hours as I've been putting into this, I am pretty satisfied with the way it turned out. But now I'm looking at this image and the regular image, the hair is a little off, but I wasn't looking at the original image the whole time. I was kind of just doing my own thing, and that's one of the things I forgot, but too late now. I think it still turned out pretty decent. So this pretty much is the final photo here, and if you guys can see on the dress, those are supposed to be palm trees right here. Hopefully you guys can tell. Forgive me if my drawing is too sloppy for you to notice that. I wanted to get a setting that matched this pose because she looks like she was sitting somewhere. In the actual image it was just sitting on the carpet, but bam, I wanted to do a little bit more with it. So I got a picture online of the beach, you know, palm trees in the back, nice little setting here, and bam, all this space right here, perfect for a model to sit right there, you know. make the scenery a lot better. So that's exactly what I did. So bam, this is the final image. Artwork by NDM91, Nate Matthews, that's me. Put the child right here in the sand. Made it look nice. I think it's nice. What you guys think about this? You know, palm trees setting right on the side there. Nice little shading. I added shading on this stage of the drawing. This big shading here that's on the bottom, that is an actual copy of the original image. I just scooted it over to the left and dropped the opacity down, so that's why those lines are extra crispy. But then I added my own right here under the hand on the foot. That dark shading right there, it's what I added. I also added it right here on the side of the shirt, underneath the chin, on this side of the shirt, as well as this part right here. And I also added it here on the side of the arm, but I made it a different color, like lighting. You know, I wanted to make it seem like the light was coming from this way, shining on her. On top of that, I was just clicking on a few effects, and it kind of put the shading right here on its own. That one looks a little bit more natural. And when it did that one, it also put a lighter shading here, which is what I had already drew myself, but it kind of messed up what I had put on it. I see it's kind of a little off right now, but anyways, I like the way the image turned out. I hope you guys like it too. Please let me know how I did. Please drop a comment, give a thumbs up if you found this video helpful or interesting at all. It's artwork by NDM91, baby, Nate Matthews. If you guys like what you see, check out my music, my other graphics, and my other videos here on my website, natematthews.weebly.com. I do music, make beats, and things like that. Feel free to follow me on Instagram. I will be posting a lot more of my graphics there. You can add me as a friend on Facebook. Don't really be on Twitter that much, but I'll still be checking, and you know, I got the notifications. And as always, most importantly, please subscribe to my page. Peace out, everybody. Good looking.